Hi guys, and welcome to another episode. Today we are going to be talking about a little wedding update.
Woohoo!
So, what have we done so far, Logan?
It seems like not that much, but when you think about it, like it seems
It's a
like
lot.
so much.
Yeah.
So of course, I think we've already told them we have the venue books, the date,
My dress,
and her dress.
which is such a huge
So
sigh of
the
relief.
two big things down.
Yes.
And so recently we've been looking at photographers. Do you want to go a little more into that?
Yes. So when looking for photographers, I first obviously started on Pinterest. I wanted to start pinning styles that I knew that I liked. I knew that I didn't really want to go with something too bright and airy because that sometimes can just be overexposed. It doesn't look very like portrait-like almost. I don't know if that is a good term for it, but I started pinning photos and then I went on Instagram and I looked at some of the photographers that had been tagged in our venue's photos. So that was a really great place to start, I think. So that
I feel like Instagram's a great spot
it's
to
a
look.
good spot to look because not only can you look at maybe some photographers that you've been following for a while to see if they're in the area of your venue, but also you can see who other people have used through your venue. And our venue actually gave us a list of preferred vendors, which was very nice. So it was a great place to start as well to kind of look through and those photographers and see like what I liked, and budget was a huge thing. I think that once you set your budget for the photographer, that is just really going to help you in the long run because you're just going to be able to look at their pricing and just be like, okay, no, that's just out of our budget, we're going to move on. So
We did go a little over our budget.
we went a little bit over our budget, but I think that it's going to be worth it for the amount of stuff that we're getting.
For the amount of stuff, the photographer we're looking at, the amount of stuff they're offering, it's insane for the price that we're paying. So we just thought it was a great deal.
Yeah, I agree. And when I had been looking into some of the photographers from the venue, they get a lot of epic shots, like shots that are just like very dark and it like looks something out of like a movie, and it's just it was a little bit too much for me. My dress is very elegant, but it's still very feminine and beautiful, so I knew that I wanted the photography to kind of match the feel of my dress. So I really feel like this couple is going to help us capture that. And I've actually looked and saw, and they've done a couple of my friends' weddings, so that is really exciting and very encouraging because you are able to look at their photos, and even before I knew who took their photos, I remember looking at their photos and being like, these are gorgeous. So I'm really excited to see how our photos are going to come out. It's like so weird to be just like booking one little thing at a time and like, you know, getting things checked off our list. And do you want to talk about our videographer search?
Yeah, so we first were like, we weren't going to go with a videographer because they are a bit pricey, but we were thinking about it and just like, it's very popular now to get a video for your wedding, and we were just like, yeah, pictures are very important, but like it's really nice to see like video to like see your wedding in action as well.
I know.
Like, you don't want just like someone shooting it on an iPhone or something.
Exactly.
So you want a very pretty video to look back on. So we've been looking at videographers too, and how's that been going?
Yeah, I think that what really kind of like, one of my friends did a video and she did a very boho-like video, and I really liked that just because it was a snapshot of her wedding, but I think Sadie and Christian Huff's like wedding video kind of like pushed it over the edge for me. I was like, okay, we need a video. It doesn't have to be at that level. Obviously, they probably spent thousands on that, but I just want someone who can put together a very nice video that will just capture our wedding, maybe capture our vows.
Doesn't need to be long.
Doesn't need to be
3 to 4
long.
minutes.
Exactly. I just really think that it's almost like, you know, in Harry Potter, like the moving photos, like it's going to be another way for us to look back at our wedding and really just like get that feeling, because you can't get the feeling from a video from a photo sometimes, because from a photo you are not going to be able to see the way that like Logan gave me a hug or the way he looked at me. You're only going to see a second of that instead of 10 seconds of that moving. So I just really think it's going to be a good investment. And there's a girl who's in Southern California, I think, who had some pretty good pricings, and I love her work. So I think that if she's still free, that we're going to try to go with her. So that's really exciting. I think another update from me is I've just been looking at colors. So I've been trying to take it a little bit slower because we do work full time, so it's really hard to plan a wedding on top of like, you know, like living our lives. So I've just been again going on Pinterest and like trying to figure out the colors. I know I want the groomsmen in black, so that was really easy. They'll have white shirts, black ties, black suits, not tuxes, just suits. We kind of decided it would be just a little bit more casual. My dress, I thought it was going to be super boho-y and super like flowy, and it just ended up being a little bit more elegant than I expected. So I don't want it to be like black tie, like everybody has to come super glammed up, but it's definitely not going to be like you can wear a skirt and sandals and like, you know, call it a day. So it's just going to be a little bit more formal than we expected. So, and it's in June, so that was a whole nother thing. I, for some reason, am always drawn to super like warm colors, super like fall colors, and that's been a struggle for me to kind of be like, okay, it's in summer, I have to realize that and like find things that are like a little bit more summer colored. So for the bridesmaids dresses, I'm thinking of something a little bit pink, but also more dark and moody, because it is going to be an evening wedding actually. So that is going to be really exciting, and we just wanted to make sure it was nice and cool for our guests. But that's kind of it for that. For what else are we planning?
Well, after we plan all that, we were planning on hopefully booking the honeymoon soon, because that's something you kind of have to plan far in advance, or it's going to be way more expensive.
Exactly. I think the flights too are something that we're looking into. So I knew that I kind of didn't really want to go international because of just the state of the world right now. COVID and we were just like, what if we got stuck somewhere and we couldn't get home? So that is why we're choosing, where do we want to go? Kauai. I think that's going to be so gorgeous. And
that's our top choice. It's definitely not guaranteed that we'll be able to go there. Like, we don't know what the world's going to be like in June, but like, hopefully by that time things are a little more calmed down and we're able to just easily go there.
And I've seen a few videos too of like Hawaii opening up and like how things are going, and yes, they are requiring COVID tests and things like that, but we'll just have to see in 2021 what this whole thing looks like. I know that we're prepared, and we're definitely making sure that with all of our everything that we plan, we are asking about COVID rules and COVID like restrictions, as well as cancellation policies. That's been really huge for us. Thankfully, our venue definitely mentioned that if there's any issues with COVID closures, that we can reschedule, which is amazing, and we're really excited about that. So I think that's about it for right now. We will come back and keep you guys updated as we book more things.
And happy Thanksgiving soon.
I know, Thanksgiving is so soon. This is going to be the first Thanksgiving that I am spending with Logan.
I'm going to spend it with my family. I know. So excited.
That it's going to be so weird not being with my family.
Maybe we can vlog that.
I know, we should. We should, because we're going to take our first flight together. That's going to be weird.
Never
I don't know why.
Together.
We've never flown together anywhere, so that'll be cute. But have a great rest of your week. Bye.